Alright, so last episode we took on Bayern Munich, in which Elise scored an incredible goal here to make it 1-0, but we would make it 1-1 at this moment here. You can see in the great end of the game, ball inside here, a good turn and a great finish there to make it 1-1. The game would end 1-1 in that one. We'll then take on Leipzig in the Bundesliga, in which we get a fairly comfortable victory in this one. There's a 1-goal lead here. We then doubled it in the second half with Honorat, I believe, getting the goal to make it 2-0. We then soon the rest of the game after getting the third goal here. You can see running through late in this game, I believe Machino gets the goal here to make it 3-0. And we ended up simming it to make it 3-1. And after that, we'd take on Leipzig in the Pokal semi-finals. And it would be a very similar result here. We'd get a goal. Well, we'd get denied. I can't even speak. We'd get denied by Galassi. But later in the game, we'd get a goal in the second half with Giovanni Reina. No, actually, Galassi makes himself again. Then I'm baiting myself here. Well, ball through the centre. Would finally open the scoring with that one to make it 1-0 and send us through to the final of the Pokal. Let's get into today's episode. And to start today's episode, I'm going to take on Borussia Dortmund here at home, at Borussia-Park. Let's get into this one. Last time we faced Dortmund in the league, we beat them 5-0 away from home. Let's get into this one here. We're currently 9 points behind them in the league. We're third in the table on 60 points. If you saw the league table at the end of the last episode, you know it's a very tight situation right now. We're level on points with the team in fourth. We're not that far ahead of the team in fifth. So this season one finale is going to be a big one for us. Let's get into this game against Dortmund here and hopefully beat them at home. And well, we go here against Dortmund. Like I mentioned last time, we beat them 5-0 in the home stadium. Also, I've got to say sorry for the delay in uploads recently. Got a lot going on in my life right now, so it's there's a lot going on basically. I might go into it one day in the video, but you never know. But right now, I just want to stay focused on this game here and getting us the 3 points against Dortmund. I feel like Dortmund this time around not going to be as easy for us to beat. It tends to be the case when you beat your team really easily. Next time you face them, it tends to be a lot harder for some reason. So the Galassi, know how still is it though? A player that we might be improving on in season 2. And speaking of Schlotterbeck, who just insisted the ball there, there's rumours of him being interested in a move to Bayern Munich. What am I talking about? Oscar Bob, maybe he does actually win the header, but the header's straight into Kobel. Unfortunately for him, unfortunately for us, he wants to leave the team because of the way contracts work in this game. They've just screwed the whole system over. That's brilliant there from Konate. Ball through into Machino, and it should be 1-0, and it is 1-0. Just over 20 minutes in, shooter Machino scores again for us in this series. He's been in the same play for us in this team. Honestly, he's like the guy in this team. He is unbelievable. Konate is brilliant there to beat the defender and play the ball through, but Machino, he's been so good for us. 20 goals in 28 games in the Bundesliga, I believe that was. That's now his 31st goal contribution of the season, I believe, or 30th. One out of two. And when he's been in the same play for us in the season, and hopefully next season he can continue to be that player for us. Konate, blocked by Anton Tafangi-Arena. I thought if it waited a little bit longer with that pass, he wouldn't have actually been able to block it in the end, but he did. The player switching is doing me in here, Alvarado. But over the top, that's going to be yours though. Elvedi, and he's done brilliant there to get that back to Bayern. So get forward. Need to keep a player on him and also cover the pass. As there he is, Martin by does play it across. That's one more, and that's missed by Garassi. Should cut and wake up over the top, but that's a bad pass there from Gross on the rocker rights. Can find Machino. Can link up with Castulas. Get it back to Honorat. The substitutes linking up her ball through. Straight, great pass into the Greek striker who does well. He turns inside, he shoots, but Kobel, what a save. But it falls to Boho, who taps it in. And Jan Boho scores for us there. Kobel did great. It was a great save. Castulas did brilliant there to get the shot away, but couldn't score. Kobel made a great save, but it fell favourably to their defender. Not going to lie, whoever the defender was, I think it might have been Anton. And it's actually Imecha who was there late on, but it fell favourably for them. Kobel couldn't recover in time. Boho got there first and puts it in the back of their net to make it 2-0 and give us a little bit of a cushion in this game to feel a bit more comfortable. And there we go. Alvarado into the box. Had a goals by Garassi, and Bayern makes a save. Honorat hits it from injured. Honorat almost scored an insane goal. I mean, I've had a time. I was going to say great defending there, but he's done well. Chukwuemeka. But across to Pascal Gross of all players, who scores. And well, if Garassi scored earlier in the game, then that would have just changed this game massively. It would have been a draw, because that would have been 2-2 if he did score. But Gross's goal in the end is just going to be a consolation goal for them, because the 3 points are going to be coming away with us, and that means we're going to be 3 points behind them in the league table, heading into the final 2 games of the season. And we also have the Pokal final coming up at the end of it as well. And up against Augsburg here, Wolf and also Jakic could be the reason we don't finish second in the league after this draw here in this one. Now, well, as you can see, finishing second place anyway wouldn't have been possible for us because Dortmund ended up winning their games anyway and staying ahead of us by good enough points. Tally to see them finish second, but we're going to be taking on Hoffenheim here. And as you can see, if we don't win this game, then we could drop down into 5th in the table because, as you can see, Leverkusen are on 63 points. They're facing Hamburg. Leipzig are facing Freiburg. 2 teams they're probably going to beat, and we obviously should also beat Hoffenheim, as you can see. Bayern Munich are most likely going to win the league title undefeated, which is insane to say, after scoring 96 goals and they're conceding 34, which is mental to say. But as you can see, we're a Hoffenheim in the table. We're 8th in the table. So we face the best team out of Freiburg and Hamburg. See, Freiburg are only just about below them, but as you can see, they've got a negative goal difference by +9. And as you can see, let's get into this one though, up against Hoffenheim, and hopefully see us get 3 points to remain in the Champions League positions to end this, to end the Bundesliga season. After this, like I said, we had the Pokal final up against Bayern. This Hoffenheim was a fairly comfortable victory for us, where Tomuchu did play pretty good in that game, as Perla puts a shot massively wide to start this game off with after we misplaced a pass there in the opening 3 moments. As you can see, yeah, we pretty much will drop down to, we can actually finish 5th. We're 3rd, sorry. As soon as I thought we could finish 2nd still, my brain just didn't catch up to what we were doing. Machino. Oscar Bob now. And again, every time we get into the box, it keeps getting taken off us instantly. I feel like we're being sloppy in possession right now. Lovely ball through there to Machino to complete the play, but we can't shoot. And Baumann will close it. Been a frustrating game so far. We are a better team. That's Kanate, good turn. Can he shoot? And can he score? Yes, he can. And finally, we break the deadlock in this game. It's been a rather frustrating game for us in this one so far, up until this goal, because it's just been annoyingly, they just kept getting the ball off us in the last second, just before I was about to shoot or play a pass that were right there. But in the end, the ball from Neuhaus into Kanate, who turns and shoots and scores to make it 1-0. With a great finish there to the near post, which puts us ahead in this one here. And that's a big goal for us as well, because that will guarantee us 3rd place in the league if this game stays the way it is. Whatever, so since I've gave his flowers. Oscar Bob. Machino going to make it 2-0 pretty quickly. Machino back across, looking for Bob, but there's Scar. That's good defending from him. He's been there quite a few times to stop us. That's a lovely pass from Scally. And Perla coming through, but that's good defending from Scally. Oh, lovely play here. Machino. Can he finish it? Shooter Machino. Denied by Baumann. I should have taken it a little bit closer there. Giovanni Reina. Lovely move from him. And Oscar Bob. Watch the long shot right. Power shot from Oscar Bob. He hits it. Not the worst effort. Lovely possession play here. Kanate through. And Gio Reina. Can he play that across? Yes, he can. Machino could touch. And I can't play the pass though. Dylan Perla. Ball through. Kramaric, who's offside. I thought he was, to be fair. Ulreich sends through Boho here. Obviously, Boho had an instant impact last time around. Here's Costulas. He can play it through into Shuto. Machino, who finally doubles our lead. And there's Walter Common. Whoa. There's a thing in common with the last game in this one. We doubled our lead after making changes, which is big for us. So the question is, are we going to concede a goal later on like we did against Dortmund? Because, Hoffenheim haven't done anything ready in this game. There's probably not been that many highlights for me to show you, because it's just been us attacking and just getting dispossessed around the edge of the box sometimes, and some bad passes from our team that have happened a few times. But Machino doubles our lead here and scores another goal for himself. If it wasn't for Harry Kane, he would be the Bundesliga top scorer of the season, 100%. Geiger, but he used to be a big talent, and we could get another goal here if we make this play properly. Here's on a rat, the Frenchman, and shooting Machino wants another goal, and Machino is going to get another goal. He cannot be stopped. The last episode was titled "Machino was unstoppable," and here's your proof. 23 goals in 30 games for him. In a shallow striker position in the cam role. He has been unbelievable. He's got a bunch of assists as well. It's a good pass by Onorata, a great finish from the Japanese international to, well, triple the lead now and get a similar scoreline to last time. I believe we might have ended it 3-1. I think we simmed after scoring the third goal last time and ended getting a 3-1 result against them. But here we are on the 80th minute, 3-0 up. What's been a rather interesting game. You know, half an hour throughout this whole game we've been pretty good defensively. We make a few changes and then we get 2 goals. Okay, right. Boho. No, Machino, sorry. Here's Costulas. Machino. Honorat. Machino wants a hat-trick. He's going to go back here to Boho. He's dispossessed. His pass there should have gone through the legs, though. But it's going to be a 3-0 victory. And that win there guarantees us, I believe, 3rd place in the Bundesliga, which means Champions League football next season as well. And well, here we are, a chance to win our first trophy in this series, which is the DFB Pokal, taking on the invincible Bayern Munich. They didn't lose a game in the whole Bundesliga season. When we faced them, we picked up a 1-1 draw against them. Obviously, the game in real life, Gladbach lost to them. Let's get into this one up against them and hopefully start to beat an unstoppable force that is Vincent Kompany's Bayern Munich. And what if we somehow do manage to beat Bayern and end their undefeated run in Germany, then we are going to be stopping them from doing the double as well, because if they win the game, they need to do the domestic double in Germany. And also then we can face them for the how's it not a free kick? Hasn't gone for the legs as well. What's going on? What I was saying was we can face them for the what trophy is it, like at the start of the season. Shot taken, Bayinde saves it, and Bayinde and thankfully somehow Elise missed the second one. Couldn't get the pass away. There's Kimmich to Elise, intercepted by Aiden Heaven. Good defending there from him. He's had a great season for us in a breakout campaign at centre back. Now Gio Reyna doesn't have the pace, but a former Dortmund man is looking to score against his former rivals, and open McConnell's there. Gio Reyna, good play from him, drawing 2 defenders to him. Now ball through the centre, looking for Oscar Bob to get the shot away. He's onside, he shoots and he scores. That was great play. Gio Reyna coming into the centre, drawing 2 defenders away from the centre, allowed us to pass it. And then Oscar Bob found their way through. And you can see right there, we found Konate in the centre, played it back out wide to Oscar Bob. And Davies wasn't there. Alphonso Davies wasn't in that position. Upa McConnell tried to stop him. And Oscar Bob makes it 1-0 to us in the Pokal final against the unbeatable Bayern Munich. But hopefully we can end that run and stop the machine that is this incredible Bayern Munich team in this game here. There's an Elise coming forward. Good interception from Aiden Heaven. I'm really hoping that he goes up and overall a lot faster. But I mean, he's playing great as a 72 rated player. He's not performing badly. Oh no. They combine on the attack. Goretzka, Pavlovic to Jamal Musiala. Bayinde, good save. And how is that falling back to him? Thankfully, that's going to be disallowed for handball against Elise there. Oscar Bob, Konate's through. And Konate is 1-on-1 with Manuel Neuer. Can Konate score from here? Yes, that looked like destined to go in. That looked so much like it was going to go in. It was a good effort, but that looked like it was going to go in. That's why I said yes, because it looked like it was guaranteed. If there's a player in that midfield I would want, is Goretzka. I think he could be massive for us in this team. And it wouldn't cost him much what I wanted. Oh, Elise has done me in there. Elise putting up the skills. The Frenchman to Pavlovic. It's good defender from Aiden Heaven. He's had an insane game so far. Put upon, he delivered multiple times in this game so far. Aiden Heaven away, only as far as Pavlovic inside, and that's going to be a goal. Elise, there we go. The amount of goals that happen in this game where you try to clear a corner and it only goes as far as the edge of the box, which doesn't happen in real life that often, man. When a defender clears a corner IRL, they clear the corner, you know what I mean? But in this game, they only go as far as the edge of the box and it always falls back to their player. As you'll see right here, we clear it with Aiden Heaven, it falls back to them, one pass inside, Elise is wide open. And it's 1-1. I mean, the goal's been coming. Sander isn't the inside to pass play style, blocked it by Jonathan Tarr. Just needed Konate to make a run to the left there, but he didn't, and he moved right, which kind of screwed me over there. Oh no. Luis Diaz, Bayinde, you need it again. There's no way we're going to lose this game. Surely not, man. I mean, Bayern have been good, yes, but I feel like we deserve this. And I feel like both their goals just came out of nowhere. The way they got them. Not sure where our defence went either there. It just completely disappeared. So right now, it's just as Bayern brought an extra player into the pitch, it feels like they have. They've always got one more player there waiting for us. Boho. Kissing point right here as Boho tries to get through, but there's Upamecano. As you saw, Diaz was there, Goretzka was there, everyone was there. The steal from Udrach. Please, ref, are you... Interport's gone through. Konate would have run through. And Bayern have won the Pokal. If it wasn't for an Elise goal, this game's different. That was the goal that, in my opinion, has cost us. Well, it obviously did cost us, but that's a goal that just showed that Bayern didn't deserve it. They got very lucky. The second goal, fair enough. A defence opened up and Luis Diaz got through and scored. But the first one they scored wasn't deserved, in my opinion. And we're going to have to see Bayern lift the Pokal. And, well, we're going to have to go another season without a trophy. But we've reached the final. It's a positive time. We're in Champions League football next season. We've reached the final. We've pushed Bayern to the limits in this game. Granted, they finished undefeated, by the way. They scored 98 goals in the Bundesliga. They barely conceded above 35. I think they conceded 35 or 36. But Kimmich lifts the Pokal for Bayern. And it's heartbreak for us. But it's usual for Bayern to be in this position. Hopefully next season we can come back stronger and win this trophy. And more to wrap up the season, as you can see by the stats after we just lost the Pokal final show, which I believe is the first final I've lost in SC26. And I do feel like it was a little bit undeserved that I lost that game, but at the same time, it is where it is. But as you can see, Machino, 26-7. I'm not mad that we lost to Bayern Munich, basically, that's what I'm saying there. They were undefeated in the Bundesliga. They've got an insane team. And at the end of the day, they're Bayern Munich. But Machino, 26-7, insane season from him. As you can see right there. Giovanni Reina as well. 21-8. I'm really hoping that next season we can get rid of that release clause you can see right now. He is worth more than his release clause. If this was SC25, SC24, FIFA 23, etc., I could get rid of that release clause in a heartbeat. But due to this game being the way it is, we can't do so, and it is where it is. But I can see Konate, 8-8 in 19 games, incredible from him since coming in. On the right, doing pretty decent. A player that we're going to sell next season for money. I can see Rocker Wright's doing pretty good. Oscar Bob, 4 goals in 20. I believe he's going to get better next season. Jan Boho, 3 and 4. Costulas, 6 goal contributions in 18 games. He also came in January, has done pretty good for himself in the team. And Stoger is a player we're going to be letting go as he's 32, 76 rated. But he's pretty good for us in this team at the first half of this series. And Cash drops, a player that we're not really given any game time to. Lukinets will be leaving on a free transfer. Unfortunately, I can't give him a new contract, as you see right here. The player's not open to a new contract because they requested a move away from the club, which is unfortunate, but it is where it is. So next season, we're in Champions League football. We need to improve in this team. We need a backup left mid. And we do have Robin Hack we could play, actually, to be fair. We don't need a backup left mid. That's what Lukinets was. We could bring someone up to the bench, like Caladori can come back up to the bench there instead. We're going to let go of Honorat. We're going to improve on Neuhaus in midfield. We're going to improve on the defence as well. Do with Soldier Scalliami. His contract is expiring next season. So I do feel like we do just let him go. We're cashing in him. We're bringing someone else. We're improving Elvedi because he's getting older. We continue to develop Aiden Heaven, that centre-back. He's been pretty good for us in this team and come back stronger next season. Hopefully don't lose the lights of Giovanni Reina in this team because he's a massive player for us in this team that we can't let go of. And next season, by the way, I'm going to try out the 3-5-2 formation at some point. But that is going to call it for this week. If you enjoy it, drop a like and subscribe. And as always, thank you for watching and goodbye.